Where's the phone?
So as these two teams take the field, Triton comes in 3-2 on a win last week, a big win against Culver at Culver last week. And Pioneer 4-1, their only loss coming to LaVille. Both these teams have lost to LaVille this season. Jeremiah, this Pioneer team is going to be fun to watch. Unfortunately, without their one of their star backs, and Ryan Tolosa not out there tonight due to injury.
Yeah, Ryan Tolosa, he's a beast. After watching film, he knows how to find the holes. And Pioneer's line is really well oiled. Like Pioneer, going into Pioneer, you're about to get a good game on your hands.
On this team, maybe they didn't have quite the season they thought. I mean, what they're accustomed to having on one of their first losing seasons they've had in a while. But yet, this is a well-coached program, a well-coached group here. It was a young team last year. Yeah, they got some youth on this team, but there's still a lot of athleticism. Guys who block hard and fight hard. They may be a little undersized in some areas, but yet this is a group that there's a lot of fight in these guys.
Oh, yeah, with Pioneer, whether they're undersized or they're bigger than everyone, they're going to play the exact same 100 miles every play until the fat lady is singing.
All right, so Triton will kick. Back deep to return will be Hill, Zeller, and number 30. I don't have a 34.
Nope.
They wasn't listed. Be Eli Nickel. Back deep to return. I guess I didn't fill it in there. So Eli Nickel back there, number 34, back deep to return.
Both teams not really.
Not a ton, but there's a good mix of youth. Shy back to kick. No win, just a little bit up high. Not on the depth chart as the starting QB. He's down here on the side. Those things change up there for Adam Berry. Going to try and find Zeller, and the Panthers 8-0 start right out the gate. This team.
Like a little motion into a belly and found the hole and got a 2-point conversion.
And if you're Adam Berry, you couldn't expect a better start from your offense. Now if you're Triton, you're going to have to go out and sustain a drive and continue to move. And just watch him get freed up and just take off. No one was there. Just watch him get freed up and just take off. No one was there.
Ankle tackle and just dove, got him, and just broke 2 tackles and had a blocker right there, and no one was catching him.
And Caden Hill, a very good athlete. He can get out and scoot with the best of them.
And he's played quarterback throughout his high school years, so he'll know the offense as a quarterback this game.
And he's a guy who you'll see him play a lot of different, like running back and kind of a wing back position. He'll kind of be out there. Micah Rans will sometimes be in. They run a lot of this triple option, different stuff out of there, and they run it extremely well. They are very deceptive with their running style.
Almost reminds me of when I used to play North Judson. A little wishbone offense.
So Triton will have to go out and get settled in. Coach Whitaker trying to fire his team up because Triton comes out 18 seconds in, now finds themselves down 8-0.
Yeah, and you can't beat yourselves up after. You got to think it's one play. We made the mistakes. We got to go back and fix it, but let's go get it back on offense.
And if you're Triton, that's the quickest touchdown they have allowed all season.
So you can't beat yourself up. Whitaker's telling them next play, get it out of your head. Let's go down and score this ball right now.
Back deep to return will be Workman, Hensley, and Overmeyer back deep to return.
It's a nice trio back there to get the ball.
Caden Hill to kick, trying to play a little bit shallow.
Kicking from the right hash mark, too.
Hill sends a line drive, goes right at Renforth, and he'll fall at his own 45s where Shively will lead his offense.
Risky play by Renforth, but it worked out perfect for Triton right there.
Starting lineup out there for Triton. You'll have Shively, a quarterback, with Vinny Prater and Jaden Overmeyer, the two backs, with the wingback and Ben McFarland, the wideout Dante Workman, tight end Javen May, Pierce Brookins at the center spot, the two guards, and Tucker Worsham and Esai Limler, Brady Shue and Kendrick Jones, the two bookends.
Did Pioneer just pick up Hammond Central this year?
They played them. They played them. They usually play them. Shiva now starts from his own 45. He's going to keep it and try to roll left. Shively's got some space. He's going to drop it over across the middle, and it knocked down there by Cole Franklin.
You can see he kind of wanted to run, but he saw Javen on the backside, and just a Pioneer linebacker just batted down the ball. Good play by Pioneer's defense right there.
I'll read the starters I have, but I think we had some changes since I last read things. You'll have Fletcher Smith in the defensive tackle spot. The defensive end, blue Rosenjacks will be out there. And I believe Noah Van Meter, the other defensive end. Galuth is out there, Prater's going to try to find, but runs right into his guy, and Pioneer stands tall and no.
Saw the hole, and Prater ran right into his backer, and it was an easy tackle for Pioneer right there for a gain about a yard.
Yep, gave him a yard.
Backers with nickel. Micah Rands was listed as the backup, but it looks like out there instead is going to be Shiloh Ryan, number 18. Caden Hill and Shiloh Rands is out there also as one of the single high safeties. Cole Franklin out here on the near side defensive back spot. Play action outside to Dante. Plays early as Triton will be forced on a 3-and-out on their opening drive.
Good play by Shiloh right there. Saw the defender was sticking with him, gave it to Workman, and just Hill made an unbelievable open field tackle right there.
Team to get out. You got to look where it's at.
It's going to be a little flaky. We're up on top of the nice view. We're on top of the press box, but it is a little shaky for our camera. So, but it's
Next time we need to bring a tripod. I think it might work better.
I think this is the best weather we've had all year. Wasn't too hot, not too cold. Feels perfect.
So Caden Hill stays in at quarterback. He'll start from his own 25 with 10:14 to go here in the first. This is their second drive. Going to work to the Zellers, and Triton does a better job. Renforth. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't know that till I got here.
No, you're good. I was just looking at 6. I'm like, that's a good number.
So here we go with the Triton defensive line. East side limit of the 2 nose tackles. Worsham split out to the end spot. The freight train locks him down.
There we go. Tucker learned from his mistake last time. Just kept clawing into the quarterback and got him right there for about a gain of a yard, 2, 3.
And the 2 outside linebackers and linebacking spots, Renforth in the middle linebacker spot right next to the torpedo, Colton Reynolds. And Shively, the single high safety with Workman, the 2 corners.
Shively reminds me of Dion. The water covers 2/3 of the earth. He covers the other third.
All right, now Triton now 3rd down. We're getting ready to face a 3rd down and 6 against Pioneer. Like I said, Pioneer struck early on that opening touchdown. Hill's going to keep it, try to bounce it outside. Who's going to pick him up? He pitched.
I think the running back touched the ball.
Might touch that out, so 4th down.
Yeah, that's
4 went out of bounds.
I think Hill pitched it. Zeller's going to get a hand on it, and when he got it, he touched it, and he was out of bounds.
Yeah,
and
didn't really have possession there and touching it.
But right there, that was a big saving play there for Zellers.
And a big stop right there for the Trojans. They needed that after 1 play touchdown.
Going and bounces out about the 48 is where Triton will start their drive.
Good return right there by Workman. Caught the ball, a little shaky shake, and got out of bounds around the 49.
And Dante making the most of that opportunity. Will be close. I think they're going to mark him either right at or a yard shy. And the official's trying to.
Jalen Hurts. That was a nice play right there by Triton. 3rd and 4. No one's really expecting that, and got the first down off of it. And Shively's a hard runner too, so he's going to get behind that lineman, and they're both going to drive that feed. It's going to be hard to stop that play. Cole, amazing play right there, giving the pitch, and just Overmeyer looks like they're lining up to go for 2 right now.
That's just Coach Whitaker showing Ryder Gayhart in there now, running back. That young man, we watched him play. Ryder Gayhart in there now, running back. That young man, we watched him play. We talked about last week at Culver. That kid has got some of the best vision. Even though he's a freshman, he is going to be a special player as he continues to mature in his high school career.
Timeout called by Triton right now.
So it'll be their first timeout.
Must have not liked the formation they saw from Pioneer's defense. If you're going to go for 2, you want to make sure you're going to get it.
Of course, Kenny's working on.
Might try to get a little better signal, so we might have her once I get it up and
going. You need that other bag's back here. You need that one.
I just got to see what kind of a speed I can get out of this other.
That's all you, buddy. I'm all technologied out for this. Is going to be it for the weekend. I don't want to see a computer for. We have to touch for a while.
Thing is, we do have 5G down here, but I don't have the right.
I want to also appreciate the students over here in their student broadcast helping us out, get things set up tonight, and good communication. Talk to Hunter, who's over here running the camera to my right. He's got some big aspirations, looking at maybe the Marine Corps, then gets back, go to business school, and then possibly owning his own steakhouse. Oh. Like, he's talking a real steakhouse. He ain't talking Texas Road. He's talking a real place.
Oh, he's not talking a chain place.
Oh, no, sir. Shively now on the 2-point conversion. Low snap. He's going to have to go to himself on the left, and Shively's not going to get there, and Triton's going to fail the 2-point conversion. Coach Whitaker not happy with that one.
Bad snap to start it. Bad snap always ruins the timing of the play, and Shively just had no time to get doing what he needed to do on that play. Next play, though, you're back on defense. You need the same thing you just got last time.
So if you're
on offense,
Pioneer, they know they got that home run threat ability. Triton's going to have to, like you said, key in on those guards. You're that linebacking crew. You're going to have to see your guy put a body on him. Don't try those arm tackles. These guys are strong. They're going to run right through you. You got to body up. And I think this is a game going in. Now we're looking ahead, a week ahead, because you'll play like Pioneer, who is very good. Like I said, this team is stout, and they're in your sectional play. I mean, Triton, you got to put a body on these runners. You can't sit.
And the thing is, Pioneer, same with Triton, they don't got the biggest dudes, but, man, when they hit you, it feels like a big dude is hitting you because they don't juke you out. They'll run you over. So if you try to go for the main
last kick kind of died about the 15.
And another thing is this is going to be a disciplined game on both ends of defense because you got to maintain the outside, don't go too far in the backfield, and read your keys on defense.
Shively to send it away. Hill back deep to return. He's going to track it down and let it go out the back of the end zone and a touchback, and they'll start from their own 20.
If you're trying right here, stay disciplined. Look for the same outcome you got last time.
And Liam Rauch will be going out there with Fletcher Smith with two of the offensive linemen. Some big boys down. Going back and touching on Caden Hill. He's the guy, you kind of saw after the Jack Kaiser era came to a close that next year. Caden Hill is a very good athlete. He's a smart kid, smart player.
Him as a freshman, I was amazed at how calm and poised he was and how well he already knew that offense and how he ran it.
All right, first attempt from his own 20. Going to go right there and a quick tackle as Shiloh Ryan on the carry.
A muscle, but
oh no, I know that group. So Pioneer gets their first down of the game on a 4th down conversion for Hill, and he'll go back in at quarterback. Going to try to go back. So Shiloh Ryan gets a few yards on the carry on 1st down. Good gain on the ground for Pioneer. Of course, Triton coached by Zach Witter in his first season, 3-2, with wins against South Central, Caston, and we saw against Culver. But his team playing with teams like Bremen and LaVille, where they only lost by 6 to LaVille and lost by a touchdown to Bremen. They were driving that game to try to come back down and try to tie Bremen at the end of that game. We saw that game.
Oh, yeah.
And then you look at Coach Adam Berry in his 8th season, 79 wins to his credit, and a couple of state championships to go with it.
Back to back.
Trying to go through. Renford trying to get a handle. I think there's going to be a flag on the face mask coming here.
Yeah, I was looking for the dirty laundry out there and couldn't see it. Thought they missed it, but they got it.
Their first penalty of the game.
Used our phrase.
What, dirty laundry?
Yep. Announcer.
Their first penalty of the game would be a face mask on the Trojans.
Hey, I'm still new. I'm trying to find my catchphrases,
Well, I think we changed networks a little bit. We'll see if it stabilizes. See if your experience at home gets a little better now.
So appreciate Kenny doing that. So face mask on the Trojans. We'll move it 2nd down and short now. About 1 yard from the Pioneer 41.
Did they decline the penalty? I thought a face mask was 15 yards.
Hill's going to keep it and whapping him up down there on that far side. Didn't quite see who it was. It looked like.
Looked like Worsham? No.
I think it was Esai Limler. No, excuse me. It was Alex Brown. And a 1st down. Oh, 3rd down there. Okay,
Yeah,
1st down. I was going to say he flipped to 3rd. I was like, that's a 1st down.
And you can see Brown right there. He got Hill, and he went for that ball. He wrapped him up with the ball and brought Hill down. That's a good play by Brown right there to trying to get that ball free. Get a
Alex
turnover.
Brown, a 6'1", 220-pound sophomore.
Man, where do they feed these kids nowadays?
I don't know, but
I must have got fed wrong growing up.
I'm going to send Jax over to the Worshams. he's going to eat with Tucker and Charlie. Hill's going to keep it. Jaden Overmeyer wraps him up.
That's exactly why you need to stay disciplined right there. Know your keys, because if Overmeyer over-pursued it, Hill had a backer right there for an option, and it could have gone for 6.
And the big thing, like I said, put your chest into him. Get yourself, go there and hold and try to, if you can bring him down, but wait for someone to get there to help bring him down. That team tackling is going to be important here tonight for Triton.
That was a good play by
either
Overmeyer.
team.
He sat there and saw Hill coming to him, and when he realized Hill had the ball coming to him, he went after him. He didn't wait for Hill to get to him.
Looks like Prater trying to get that ankle stretched out. He's moving a lot better than he was. Must have got it taped up.
Must have just rolled it the wrong way. It's football.
Nickel in motion. Hill's going to roll right, go right to Zeller, and he drops. He'd have had at least 7 yards on that carry as Riffle was bearing down, but Shive was going to stop him at the sideline.
Yeah, it was a good play by Riffle. Realized it was a pass, and he started zooming over there. Just unfortunate drop right there for the Panthers.
This is their third down, 2nd here on the drive. What I like about going back to that 4th down conversion where Caden Hill converted it, you're using his speed. So that kind of that rugby-like kick, he sees something open up, he knows he has the speed to get there. That was a smart play by him.
Remind me of that Pat McAfee play.
You can go with the rugby kick. Hill going to keep it. He's looking deep. He's going to throw it around across the middle of the field and incomplete.
overthrew him. But if you saw number 3 heading towards the right side corner right there, the 2 safeties led him behind him, and he was wide open right there. That's why safeties against a running team like this, whether it's a run situation or a pass situation, you always got to look out for the pass.
And it was a good job by the Triton defender to keep himself off of there, not making the contact, but keep your hands up. Little turn back, looked at the ball, but like I said, it was a little bit overthrown for Nickel. Nickel got a hand up trying to draw that person up that flag. That was the right idea, trying to bait him into that. That was a good attempt by Nickel, but a good job by Triton's defense not to get in there. Hill now going to kick it. Low kick, going to bounce, and it's going to take a stop about the 32 is where Shively will lead his offense for their third offensive drive. Scored on their second one to draw within 2. That's where our score's at 8-6.
If you're trying, you want the same thing as last time, just little chunk plays here and there, 4, 5, 8, 9 yards. And then last time they did that, they found the end zone.
And maybe I'm old school. I mean, I'm a guy who likes to say, I want to see you sustain a drive. I want to see you move the chains, use that clock, move the ball. You ain't got to move it 100 yards on a play. Just get it, keep moving forward about 3-4 yards a carry. Goes outside over Meyer, bobbles over, gains control, and here comes Caden Hill. And he will lose a yard on the play.
You can tell Hill watches film. He saw that play and came flying down.
Coming out of his single high safety spot, showing off that speed.
And he's a good tackler, too. For a defensive back, he knows how to wrap up and bring you down.
So no loss on the play. No gain. So second down and 10 now. Inside 2 minutes to go here in the first. Shively goes to work out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split to his left. Shively's going to try the quarterback keeper. The middle of the sea has parted in the middle for Shively, who continues to drive. The Shively swing, and he will get a first down for Triton.
Hill with another touchdown-saving tackle. If Hill doesn't touch him right there, Shively's acceleration. But if you watch this, Shively gets a snap, fakes it backwards like a pass, over Meyer lead block, and Shively just never gave up, kept running, kept driving the feet.
There,
out.
yep.
And if Hill's not right there, Shively's gone.
And Cole's one, like I said, you go back to that instinctive and strong running. Cole Shively showed that off there. That was a good job by him.
If I know anything about Shively, he's a tough one growing up with Cameron Shively as his brother.
Oh, yes. And that's why I keep telling Caden, be careful. You keep picking on Jax, eventually he's going to get stronger. Shively looks to the flat, has Dante Workman. Workman makes a stop and go. He's going to try to bounce it outside, and about 5 yards on the gain on the pass play for Shively to Workman.
Man, amazing read by Shively right there. Sat in the pocket, looked poised. First read wasn't there and hit his little bubble to Dante right there for a nice little 3-4 yard gain. See, this is what you like to see from Triton. Little plays here and there, moving the chains like you were saying. And I'm old school, too. I don't like those home run plays.
Guffey now, who was in on the tackle. Quintana split out left. Inside a minute to go. 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. About 15 seconds on the play clock for Shively, who now 2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line. Low snap, quarterback keeper for Shively. He's going to try to work his way through. And the Panthers meet him for about 2, maybe 3 yards on the carry.
A lot of shotgun formations already from Triton.
And I like that, working that out of there. You kind of open up Shively, give him a chance to make that, kind of go with that read option, trying to open things up. That's Coach Whitaker putting trust in his senior quarterback, who's a leader. And we saw Shively come back with a man on a mission last week against Culver, where he came in throwing the ball around, and he was ready to play football last week.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the score sheet. It was 41-0 at halftime against Culver, and that doesn't happen unless you are mad about the week before and you have something to get back.
And that'll do it for the first quarter as Pioneer leads on the opening score by Caden Hill from 77 yards away, and the 2-point conversion was good. And Triton went down, and they had a sustained drive, but Jaden Overmeyer punched in from 23 yards away. And that's where our score's out on a failed 2-point conversion for Triton. We'll take a break, be back here for the second quarter right after this.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Panther Pit out here on the field, on the football field, as Pioneer leads. Andy O'Hara with me here tonight is Jeremiah Farrell, Kenny Barnhart, Caden Hummich in the Hall of Fame, Ryan Lim. They're here for the Triton Trojans Sports Network, broadcasting live on YouTube and the IHSA Champions Network. It might be a little spotty here and there, but yet we're making it work. We are recording.
Yep, so at least have a copy later.
Yeah. All right, so now Triton will work right to left. Starting now from the Pioneer 47 and after the Shively keeper on third down here. Shively's going to try to run it again, and Pioneer's going to close the middle. Shively's going to have close to a first down. It'll be close. It might be about a half a yard shy. Well, see where they mark it. And they're going to mark him about half a yard shy.
No man's land.
So Triton 1 of 4 on their third down attempts. Should be 1 of 3.
What's Triton on the fourth down conversions this season?
They are. I've only had 30% on those fourth down conversions. Shively under center. Pioneer going to stack the middle. Shively, the quarterback keeper, trying to push. He's going to have a first down. Still going.
Yeah. Gain about 3 there, it looked like.
Shively looking like a bulldozer, just kind of chipping his way, moving the earth underneath him.
Looks like he's still a man on a mission right now, the way he's playing, how hard he is.
Yeah, it's Triton's third first down, second here on the drive.
I'm liking this view up here. We can really see where that ball is on the field.
Oh, yeah.
Might be a little different for tomorrow night, but
oh, that'll be all right.
it'll be good enough.
We'll be wearing
Black.
What's tomorrow night?
IU versus Akron.
Yep, and it's ghost night, so we're supposed to wear black. So the scramble
Southern,
began.
so we'll see what happens.
There you go. Shivy's got 3 wide receivers. He's going to leave one up for Javen May, who's going to try to run underneath, and May has a chance. May makes the catch. Javen May, touchdown Triton from 42 yards away from Shively to Javen May.
Watch this right here. Shively saw the one-on-one coverage out there. May's got him. Beautiful lofted ball by Shively. May just gets under it. He's just taller than the defender. Goes up, gets it, and finds 6.
Enough to roll away and right into that end zone.
That was just a perfect setup by May right there to get him that ball.
Trying to go with the point after touch. They're going to kick it here.
See if we can get. Yeah, we'll have Orion's view there from the end.
And Javen May, what I liked about the Shively there, put a play where your guy can go up and get it, and Shively sends a kick with plenty of distance, and it is good. And Triton now leads 13-8.
Boots it over the fence, past the track.
What I liked about that there in the passing play, like you said, and that just goes to Shively's smarts and his arm strength. But Javen May, the ability, Javen May he's had a couple drops this year, but you saw him there really track that one down, kind of looked like a center fielder, got his hands up, went to make a play, got his head turned around, kept his hands up to make the play on the ball, didn't push off or anything.
Nope.
It was a good job. I mean, the defender couldn't have covered any better than he did.
Oh, no, it was a great play by the defender. It's just a 50-50 ball. May just ended up winning it, and you can see May saw the ball, sprinted, and then slowed down to set himself up so he can go up and snag that ball for the touchdown.
That was a good placed ball by Shively.
Beautiful place ball.
So Nickel, Hill, and Zeller back deep to return. Shively to kick. His last kick went out the back of the end zone.
If you're a Pioneer right here, you don't need to think about your first possession or your last 2 drives. You need to think about just getting chunk plays, 3 to 4 yards, and getting into that end zone. Because Pioneer's offense has stalled out the last 2 drives.
So Shively gets lined up. Shively sends that one deep. Hill's going to make a play about his own 10-yard lines where he'll take off. Hill going to bounce it here to the near side, going to cut back to the middle of the field, trying to follow his blocker, shoves a man, and he will be up to about the 32, 33-yard lines where they're going to mark him down, and his offense will take the field.
Yeah, Hill was looking for the hole, saw the hole, and just his blocker got in front of him, and he ran right behind him. Ran right into him.
So Triton scoring on 2 of their 3 offensive drives. Had that first one didn't quite go their way, didn't convert, but then you saw them really turn things up on those last 2 drives. That's been, like I said, a sustained drive. Keep bringing them in, then you can beat them up over the top. I wish my football team understood how that worked, but this football team did a good job on that one. So,
yeah, I mean, first drive, you're always still finding out the team you're playing defensively, and you know, Pioneer stopped the first time, but then try and figure it out and score the last 2 drives.
1st and 10 from Caden Hill in his own 33. He's going to send nickel in motion. He's going to go right up the middle. Ryan gets free and really trying to hold him, but a good job as Triton brings him down.
Good job by Shively right there just to slow him down a little bit. If he completely misses him right there, Pioneer, we're talking about a touchdown right now. And good play by Shively right there to slow him down, and couldn't really exactly see who came in for the cleanup.
So 1st down on the play. Pioneer's 3rd 1st down.
Pioneer right here needs a big play in some way to get that momentum back in their favor.
Right back to Shiloh Ryan and got a couple yards on the carry.
Triton's front 7 came to play again this week right against Pioneer.
You know, this is a team, like I said, they play strong, and you know that front group of players have been tough all year long. And even those games against LaVille and Bremen, they battled hard in those games. They continue to work hard in that linebacking group. You know, headlined by a guy by the Torpedo and Colton Reynolds, who's the team's leading tackler. But you've seen Overmeyer and Hensley really come into their own in those 2 spots, and it's good to have Renforth back out there as the senior middle linebacker.
Oh yeah,
he's a big, strong dude too. He was ready to play. I talked to him after the Bremen game. He goes, "I'm ready to play." Hill goes
hard run.
A hard run there by Noah Van Meter.
Yeah,
3rd down now coming up.
Good run, good hard run by Noah Van Meter right there. He shot out of there like a torpedo.
That he did. This will be Pioneer's 4th 3rd down attempt. Have not converted one thus far. Showing some momentum 3 yards away, right on the 50-yard line.
Big 3rd down conversion right here for Pioneer, but also a big stop for Triton.
Right back to Van Meter and trying to pull him across the 1st down, and Pioneer converts it.
Same plays. They saw something they liked and they exploited it.
Pioneer's 4th 1st down here of the 1st half. And right there, you know, Pioneer taking a page out of what I said, that old school football. Move the chains, continue to sustain a drive, use that clock as inside 8.5 to go here before halftime.
I bet Coach Barry just told him to calm down, run the offense like we've been running it all year. Just calm down and do your job. DYJ.
3 down linemen as Van Meter goes again. They're going to get a flag on the play. I think another face mask on Triton.
I think that was Renforth right there that grabbed the mask.
Yep, I believe I seen the signal down there.
Kind of saw Van Meter's helmet kind of take a weird, kind of move just a little bit there towards the end.
Yep, Van Meter gets the ball up the middle, just Renfro. Looks like he just grabbed it on accident,
he was kind of going down and
just gripped the helmet. I mean, stuff happens like that in football.
And that'll move the chains for a 1st down for the Panthers.
You can only control what you can control.
5 here in this 1st half.
Big penalty right there for Pioneer, though. Helps them out. They're at the 27-yard line, driving down this field.
If you're trying time to dig deep back there in that linebacking core, watch your guards, make your key and go right there. Goes outside. Dante Workman to make the play as him and Overmeyer combined for the tackle.
Good discipline right there by Triton. They did the read option again with Hill. Hill pitched it out, had 2 defenders in front of him, and then the corner and Overmeyer came and tracked the runner down.
What I liked about what Dante Workman there, the slingshot got there and dug his heels in, got himself kind of waiting. He saw Overmeyer coming, sit there, did what he could to hold him up a little bit for Overmeyer to come in and help drive the nail.
I guarantee you that's something Whitaker always preaches on is it's not always one man to get the ball down. If you see someone tackling someone, you still go and tackle them too.
You always fly to the ball.
You keep going until you hear that whistle.
Hill now back under center, 2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard gain. We go back to Van Meter and Triton. Discipline on that one only allows another yard on the gain.
3rd and long, or about 3rd and medium-ish.
So 3rd down now. Go ahead, sorry.
Pioneer needs to get to the 17 to convert.
Pioneer's 5th 3rd down attempt. Sends Nickel in motion. Going to go outside to him. Dante Workman to make the play and traps him with a shoestring tackle. Dante Workman. But for Adam Berry, once you get past the 50, this is 4-down territory.
Good play right there by Workman. Came down, avoided the blocker, made a nice tackle to avoid them getting that first down right there.
Now 4th down and 4. Good job by Dante Workman. A couple nice tackles here on this drive.
Big 4th down conversion right here for Pioneer. You need this if you're Pioneer. 6 minutes left in the quarter. If you don't get this, Triton gets ball to start the half. They could just drain the rest of this clock, score, and get the ball and score again. So you need a touchdown right here if you're Pioneer.
4th down and 4. Hill trying to relay the play in. 5 seconds here on the clock. We're going to see a timeout possibly, and that's what we're going to see.
Yep.
As we take a quick break here, Dante Workman, named South Bend Tribune Player of the
Yeah,
Week last week, was voted, had 49% of the vote.
How many times did you vote?
Only about
Once a day, once an hour.
anytime I was on my phone.
You can't even talk.
Well, there was one point where he was watching football. It was just boom, 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 boom. Oh, I was trying to pull an Orion. I did the same for Addison.
Oh, did you have your self-clicker?
No, I was the clicker. I was the clicker. It was during we saw it and I was watching football. No, I think we might have been. That was last weekend, so we would have been at Illinois. I might have been Monday. No, we were watching football. I was
Back and forth, back and forth.
You gotta vote for the slingshot, and you gotta vote for Dante.
Slingshot engage.
Absolutely. Hill under center now, 4th down and 4. He's going to roll back as a man down the middle of the field. He's going to throw it late, incomplete in the 4th down.
Man.
Conversion is no good. Had Nickel down the middle of the field.
Yeah, look behind.
Guffey or Goofy screaming down the middle right there, wide open. Just Triton's defense got behind the line and forced Hill to make a bad throw.
So Triton will take over a turnover on downs.
Big stop for Triton. Pioneer had a long drive converting 3rd down after 3rd down, but Triton never gave up, stood strong, and now they got a chance to go up 2 possessions before halftime.
So Shively now 1st and 10 from his own 21. Works on the shotgun, 2 wide receivers split to his left. Shively's going to go to Overmeyer. Overmeyer cuts back infield, but good job by the top Pioneer front line to bring him down.
Yeah, good play by Pioneer right there. Got around the blocks, closed that hole up real quick, and Overmeyer just had nowhere to go.
About maybe a yard or half a yard on the gain. About a yard. Might give him a yard. And Riffle to relay the play in. As Brookins will take his spot at center. Javen May splitting out to the right. Nickel to cover him. Single man coverage. Ryan's going to shift himself over to the left in that safety spot. Shive's going to keep it. Shively, the middle parts for Shively, who continues to drive for a Triton 1st down.
Good play by Triton right there. Had 4 DBs back, 2 corners, 2 safeties. Opened the middle like the Red Sea, and Shively got the 1st down.
What really opened up was that pass earlier by Javen May. Everybody saw him shift over there, and that would pull that other safety that on that one side, pulled him over to kind of help out Nickel, because that's kind of where we saw that play. It was a good job by trying to open that up and use that to their advantage.
And if you watch the right side safety, his first step was back because they were about to go double team May over there on that side.
Shively now goes down under center. 10 seconds on the play clock, 4:40 to go here in the 1st half. Goes to Overmeyer, stops and goes, he spins, but the Pioneer front line again showing off their strength in the middle.
Pioneer gets behind the line of scrimmage right off the snap of the ball and makes a play for a gain of 1.
Of course, for us, our trip does not end tonight. We continue to head south.
Yes.
Caden, you're going back north.
Like Zach Bryan, just heading south.
Just heading south. Looking forward to tomorrow, seeing Trent, and it's going to be a fun day and fun weekend.
Yep.
Guys weekend down there at TTSN.
Yeah, they got a Father's weekend, so go down and had a couple extra tickets. So Ryan and Andy coming along.
Yeah, Ball State had their parents' weekend last week.
If Caden goes to IU, I can getting a preview.
Yep.
Shively on the option play, goes outside to Workman. Workman has the corner. Dante Workman walks the tightrope, and a Triton 1st down.
Good hard run by Workman right there.
Watch how when he gets to that sideline, how he steps around.
Workman starts off in the backfield, a little orbit, A little play for the speed option. Gets right there, gets outside, just gets past Hill, and just that secondary DB just got off the block and made the tackle.
What impresses me about Dante Workman, his athletic ability. His footwork is so strong. His legs are so strong. But then he trusts his body. You know, when you're a player, Jeremiah, and you're an athlete like that, you've got to trust what your body can do. And he trusts those legs and knows that he can make that speed. That is something that is tough to touch, or tough to teach. Dante Workman showing off the skills there. Shively now going to try to cut back inside. Holding call on the far side on Triton. This will be coming back.
Another thing about Workman is just he reminds me a little bit of Chad Ochocinco. His feet got a mind of their own.
There you go.
And if you notice, Prater hasn't been back in the game since he tweaked that ankle.
Still walking it, trying to stretch things out, trying to get back in the game. That'll be Triton's third penalty here of the first half. Second here of the quarter.
Makes it about 1st and a mile.
No penalties on Pioneer in the ball game thus far. Ryan says his zoom control's not working right down there.
Yeah, he had it zoomed in pretty good, but I don't think it's staying reliable for him.
1st and long for Triton. Let's see what they draw up.
1st and 20. Shively play action fake. He's got, going to go near side to Riffle. Workman sprung free in the middle. I
thought for sure that was going down.
But that was a good recognition because Caden Hill was there, and Caden Hill would have been licking his chops on the ball coming his way.
Good ball by Shively right there. He lasered it right to Riffle, right where where the receiver could get it. Made the quick read, a little about 5-yard out right there.
Had to thread a needle there, but good hands by Riffle.
Way to get the feet in bounds, too.
Kid can throw it, catch it, take off, and go. And I swear when he jumps, it's like time stops. Shively back out of the shotgun now. 2nd down and 14 after the 6-yard passing play gain. Shively's going to bounce it back inside, swings his way through. Shively spinning his way forward. And 3rd down coming up on the big gain there for Shively.
Another little QB draw. Got the defense to back up a little bit. From 2nd and, about like 14 to 3rd and 5. It's a beautiful play right there by Triton. One thing about Pioneer, they're one of the best programs out there in the state, and they're one of the most respectful programs out there.
Oh, absolutely. They are a class act down here.
That's one thing, I've always admired about them. They win and win and win, but they still respect you after the game.
7 yards on the carry for Shively. Now 3rd down and 7 coming up.
And they're so nice, too.
Oh, they're always good hospitality down here. High snap, and Shively corrals it. He'll cut back in. Shively's got a 1st down for Triton on another 3rd down conversion.
They say the quarterback's got to have the best hands on the team, and they just showed exactly why right there.
It's Triton's 2nd 3rd down conversion.
Fast and high snap could have easily gone through his hands, but good catch by Shively to get it and get the 1st down.
Triton 50% on 3rd down conversions here in this first half.
One thing I like about both these offenses is how patient they are to find the hole. They're not just getting the ball and just going to the hole where the play call is. They're waiting to find that hole, and they put that foot down on the ground so hard and so fast.
Shively goes back to work 1st and 10 now from the 40 of Pioneer. Shively going to roll left. Here comes Guffey, and it's going to be thrown up high. Interception, nickel, and the Trojans turn it over.
Man, bad read by Shively. Just got under stress. Went the other way, just threw it off his back foot, and amazing turnaround and catch and play by that cornerback over there.
Yep.
And Nickel was left, and he got there and got in front of that one, but good free rush by Guffey to kind of disrupt that one.
Pioneer needed that one bad.
So minute 35 here.
Triton was driving down the field. Pioneer forced the turnover. And if Pioneer gets a touchdown right here, they have the momentum going into half.
And Triton will start with the ball at the end to start the 2nd half. So Pioneer trying to get something going here, down by 5.
You don't want to go into halftime down, and then Triton starts with the ball.
1st and 10 now from their own 29 as Hill goes under center.
Timeout, Coach Barry.
He'll have 1 timeout remaining here in the half.
Hey, you can't take them with you. Might as well use them.
So next week, Triton will be
we can
their
throw that
final
up.
home game of the season as they will host
North Judson.
North Judson. Pioneer
Yep,
Well,
that'll be a 7:30 start, but get there early because since it is the last game, that will be senior night.
Yep.
So we have the football and cross country and band and I think everybody but volleyball that's
Everybody with volleyball.
doing
Yep.
doing stuff for this fall. So yep, 7:30 start for there North Judson, and then last two at Knox and at Winnemac.
And Pioneer will get their third game of this 3-game homestand as they will host Knox next week. And Knox and LaVille atop that conference right now, both undefeated. And actually, that game is tonight, so one of those teams are going to come out with a loss tonight in that ball game. Nickel going to bounce to the outside, and here comes Dante Workman with the open field tackle.
Man, I don't know if Dante's better at defense or offense.
He's good everywhere. You put him anywhere you need to go.
Like I said, he's prime time. 203 points for Knox on the year. That's a lot of points already.
Yeah, and that team, they got a lot of speed. They're quick.
Strong.
They've scored 120 of those in conference play. Hill back under center, 2nd down and 10 from his own 29. He's going to look down the middle of the field, throws a shot. Riffle had an interception in his hand.
Yeah.
Those are the worst ones to drop because the ones that you have right in your hand, you just get a little too excited and you drop it.
The thing is, it was wide open field, and it was the way he was going. If he just had that, it could have just been returned the favor.
I think he probably just looked up right before. I've been there, saw a ball coming my way on defense, just got a little too excited.
Give Kenny props. I promise I'm trying not to touch that rail.
Well, it got under the minute, so I got to.
Oh. All right, 3rd down and 10. The clock is stopped for Pioneer. Triton still has 2 timeouts. Zeller in motion. And a quick flag on the play, and they'll get stopped.
Might be illegal formation. I would decline this if you're Triton.
A little celebration for Eastside Lindler and Tucker Worsham. Illegal shift on the Panthers. That's their first penalty of the ball game.
Whitaker declines it.
So 4th down.
You got to punt right here if you're a Pioneer. You don't want to give Triton the ball at 29-yard line.
But if you're this group over here on this near side, kind of where Caden Hill likes to run to that right side, you got to be ready to go because he converted one of these earlier in the ball game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got 3 people over there and only 2 are lined up.
Clock will run.
Prater's back in the game.
Hill sends a line drive kick. Dante Workman takes his own 39. Workman's going to try to go up the field. Kicks on the speed and gets close, but a flag way over here on this near sideline. Might be a holding on the Trojans.
Yeah, a little too far. Couldn't see what exactly the penalty is, but most
Duffy's slow to get up.
Most likely holding on the Trojans.
And the way they're looking at it is they're looking at Triton, so it's probably going to be on them, and that will be.
Did Triton call a timeout after that penalty, or they still?
No,
got
they
2?
nope, still got 2. That'll be Triton's 4th penalty, 3rd here of the 2nd quarter, so that'll move them back.
If I'm Whitaker, the way my offense is playing right now,
Face mask on Triton.
Ooh. Well, no, never mind.
Personal foul on that one.
I would just take this to half since since Triton gets ball at half.
We'll see what the Trojans draw up here. 1st and 10 from their own 34 now is where they'll start.
I would just take a knee or run a basic play.
Shively goes back to work out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split to the near side.
Can't see who's on the outside receiver.
Quintana. Shively hops his way through, has to go up high, and Pioneer brings him down.
Yeah, it looks like Whitaker's just going to let this play clock keep going, winding down, take it to halftime, up 5 points.
They're going to hurry up. They're going to go.
20 seconds, Shiley in the hurry-up offense. Play action flake. Going to have to throw one quick.
Ooh.
Too high for Dante Workman. Had him.
If you watch, Maven was just streaking down that hash mark right there. No one was even paying no attention to him. Wonder why they did that, just to throw it out of bounds.
So 3rd down now coming up.
3rd down, 17 seconds left.
It's their 5th drive of the game. This will be their 5th 3rd down attempt.
What are they, 4 for 5?
They are 2 for 5 on 3rd down.
Oh.
Shively going to roll left. Sends one down the field. It's high, it's long, it's tipped and falls to the ground, incomplete.
Yeah, just punt it right here if you're trying. No reason to try to go for it and do anything crazy right now with under 10 seconds to go in the half.
Caden Hill in the deflection.
I mean, he just had nothing.
Maybe they've had more for third down conversion.
Cole was getting pressured, and Cole just launched it. And I mean, if it was intercepted, it's a third down punt.
I was trying to think. They had a turnover. I think you're right. I think I didn't mark those down on the other ones. They've had a few third down conversions. Had more than 2, I thought.
Pioneer's got a lot of third down conversions.
Attempts. Only converted on 1 of those.
Oh, never mind. Felt like that one drive they had 3 or 4.
They got first downs there. We get them on second down. So 9.5 seconds. Triton's going to need a clean snap here on this punt.
Shoot, I remember playing in the jerseys that the cheerleaders are wearing now. That's how old I am.
Oh, I remember those jerseys. That was my inaugural year, possibly. No. When I came in, we got the ones with the gray background.
Yeah.
It was the first year for those, and the grays.
Ooh, I remember when we got them when we came down the locker room. We were so happy when we got those.
Oh, might have got a man to jump.
Might be on Pioneer because he forced the dude to jump on the
Encroachment.
offensive line. Yep, calling on Pioneer.
Be their second here of the second quarter. Now they're going to change the offensive look.
Yep, first down because it's 4th and 5, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That'll be Triton's 6th first down.
Second penalty on Pioneer this half. Comes at a bad moment right now.
Been a quick first half. Got to keep looking at that clock. It's just flying away.
Both defenses playing good. Offenses aren't getting big plays except Pioneer's first play out of the game. And we know when you get a running team, that clock doesn't stop, especially these long drives both teams are having.
Quintana out left. 1st and 10 now from their own 44. Shiley, here comes the pressure. He's going to have to roll to his right. Has Overmeyer. Shiley's going to keep and try to go up the field. Shiley bouncing outside. Shiley's got some space. Shiley, time is our way, and he'll fall down.
Looks like he tried to go down with a little bit of time left. Just
Nope.
He had Workman streaking down that side, or
Overmeyer.
Had Overmeyer down that sideline. Overmeyer had his man beat. You got to throw that if you're Shiley right there.
So that'll be halftime as time ticks away. Triton will start with the ball for second half. We'll be back for the second half in just a little bit.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance.
We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance.
We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to the Panther Pit as Triton leads here. As they'll start with the ball as they lead 13-8. We were looking down at some of the things I should have gotten cleaned up. Triton, so I was right. They were 2 of 5 on third down. Pioneer 2 of 7 on their attempts in that first half. Now we can go back.
Now you got it cleaned up.
Now we got it cleaned up. And I was going to go off everything else we had there. Is thanks to Brandon for getting us those. Triton had 11 first downs to Pioneer 6, 192 yards on the ground for Triton. They had 52 passing yards. One was for a touchdown to Javen May. And I do believe in Jade Overmeyer had a 23-yard scamper. Pioneer has not completed over 5 passing, but 128 yards on the ground for them. Triton has 20 attempts for 140 yards. And really, an interception and a turnover on downs. Triton, and you look at the time of possession, pretty even. Triton's got 12 minutes and 35 seconds to Pioneer's 11:25. So you see a lot of similarities. You see two teams running the ball. We talked about how fast that opening half went. But if you're Triton, come out, move the chains, do what you were doing. But like I said, Triton's starting to see some openings out there on the back in the secondary. You're seeing things kind of open up a little bit, but you got to be disciplined because Caden Hill in that defensive backfield can get out there and do some ball hawking.
Yeah, for Triton, like you said, there's been a lot of times here that one high step could have led to a touchdown. So, their opportunities have been there, so they just need to work on those and, just get a little, maybe one step quicker and get down there. But the biggest thing was Pioneer, I think, a little bit, I wonder if they didn't get shell-shocked. Got that first touchdown just immediately, and then next 2 or 3 possessions, it just kind of stalled a little bit because I think, hey, we can score, and they just wasn't coming as easy as it did that first possession.
Yeah, and you look at this Pioneer, like I said, disciplined team. They have that home run threat ability, but Triton has done a good job defensively to hold them. But like I said, you got to continue to hold your ground, Jeremiah, because they're going to continue to hammer against the wall.
Oh, yeah, both teams just are having long drives. They're getting third downs and second down conversions, just making the drives longer. And
I wondered why everybody was lining up because the time ran out, and now they put more time on the clock. Now both teams are out there waiting.
Yeah, they ran it down and put 3 minutes back on, which is kind of normal. But yeah, they're all ready to go.
Well, normally that 3 minutes is supposed to be like when you're supposed to stretch. But
both teams they're ready to roll. They're ready to roll tonight. And like I said, this Pioneer offense, and they've been impressive. And like I said, they're getting good free runs. Triton has just got to keep them in front because they do have the ability to throw the ball, and that's one thing Triton can do extremely well. They're able to score on the ground and in the air, but Pioneer is doing a great job defensively against this Triton team because like I said, we've talked. There's seen a couple players get free out there. If Shively would have saw a couple players that are streaking downfield, there's some opportunities there. But if you're looking at again, you want to be Pioneer. Caden Hill had a guy wide open across the middle there towards the end of the second quarter, and and he didn't get time because the Triton defense was kind of getting in his face there.
Just both D lines just getting in the backfield on pass plays from both sides. But both sides defensively, when you get that second down and long, that third down, you need to get off the field. You can't let them get that first down just to continue driving for both sides.
So great weather here tonight. Top of the press box, I want to thank the Pioneer Athletic Department for getting us set up, and then the student broadcast team, then getting to know all those guys, getting us set up and talking to them. They were great. And even the radio crew down there was helping us carry our stuff up. I'll tell you what, the Pioneer people never cease to amaze me. Their hospitality and their kindness and generosity and how they kind of work with us. It's great. We get to talk to them when they come to our place, but again, want to extend our thank you to them for making sure we had a place to set up and allowing us to come down here to broadcast this tightly contested Hoosier North matchup we've got here tonight.
All right, we got the clock down, got it reset. They'll be whistling and ready to go.
Caden Hill ready to send it down. Pioneer gets in their stance. Workman, Hensley back deep to return, but it's going to be Javen Mays going to take it inside the 35, and he's going to try to go up to around to the 40 is where he will stop. And Shively and company will lead that offense out there. As we said, Shively and company in that opening quarter, or the opening half, excuse me.
Let's see if Triton's offense can take what they did in the first and bring it into the second.
192 yards on total offense. Shively with 72 yards on the ground. Overmeyer with 35. And Javen May, you saw with that 42-yard touchdown, leading the way receiving. Shively now back out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split to the near side. Fumbles it. He's going to pick it back up off the bobbled snap, and he continues to drive his legs. Get a good gain on first down as the Pioneer Panthers wrapped him up good.
That might have actually been a blessing. just that little pause of him fumbling that ball got everybody pushed out of the way.
Quintana will check in. Like I said, if you're trying, you're in no hurry. Just be patient, move the chains, sustain a drive. And that right there, the sustaining a drive, that's not just so much for now. It's really going to postseason play when things get colder. You're not going to be able to throw the ball every single time. You're going to have to be able to sustain and move the chains. As Shively goes to throw, kicks it on over to Dante Workman. He's going to bounce it outside. Workman will get a few yards on the play and third down coming up.
Another little two-read pass play right there. Had the slant with Quintana and hit Workman on the little wheel route right there. Well, not wheel, but bubble.
Supposed to be Triton, 6 third down attempt, 2 of 5 in that first half. You confused me on that deal, and I had to think about it.
What?
Well, on their third down attempts earlier. Then Brandon comes up and I said, hey, what were we on third down? He says, I sent you a picture. I'm like, I thought there was only 2.
It just felt like there's been a lot of third downs and conversions this game.
Shively going to take off and go, and he's going to try to get it, but he's going to get just past it. First down.
Good hard run by Shively right there.
This will be their 6th drive.
Triton is just running it up the middle, and then passing it outside, and it's working because if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Triton had 11 total first downs in that first half. That's probably why you felt that way.
Yeah.
Pioneer right here needs an opening drive stop so they can get the ball and go down and score and take the lead of this game back.
First down and 10 for Shively from the Pioneer 49. Shively, here comes the pass. He's going to have to swing it back over to Overmeyer, who elevates, brings it down. Overmeyer's got space. He's going to try to get past Caden Hill, and he'll trip him up. Good pursuit by Hill, but another first down for Triton.
Great play by Overmeyer. You watch right here, Shively does the play action rollout, sees nothing open downfield. He's under pressure, gets it over to Overmeyer. Great snag by Overmeyer, a little high, snags it. Good football move, just breaks away, and Hill makes another touchdown saving tackle.
And, you know, and like I said, Caden Hill used the correct angle, got there, trust that speed, and got there, made a nice pursuit tackle. But Shively,
he got laid out, though.
Oh, and, Shively, this senior, he sits there. I mean, he goes back to sit there and take that ball back the other way. The defense bearing down on him. Overmeyer was freed up, and he just threw a ball and threw it for grabs and let his playmaker make a play. And on the ball, that was a good job. 5 seconds on the play clock, 4 seconds. Shively's going to have to go in a hurry here. 2 seconds, 1 gets it off in time, and Shively's going to try to bullet up the middle on the QB sneak. And Triton gets a few yards on that first down, about halfway there.
Good awareness by Triton right there to see that there's under 10 seconds left in the clock, and they're still in the huddle. Hustled to the ball, got down, got set, got a nice little 4-yard gain on that play.
And you're not looking for a QB sneak on something like that. So, caught Pioneer a little bit off guard there.
Right, 1st and 10.
Gain
under center QB draw.
Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 now from the Pioneer 23 as Shively's out of the shotgun. Shively's going to keep it and roll it to his left. Shively cuts back in. Tucker Worsham with the lead block. And Shively's going to be close to a first. It might be about a yard shy.
Good cut right there by Shively. Saw Tucker Worsham's butt is what they teach you to do. You see the butt, you cut.
I'll tell you what, you can follow the freight train anywhere. He stayed on the track, didn't get off the rails, and did a good job.
It's kind of like when you're on an ice road. You just stay behind the truck. Of
course, next year the derailer will be a freshman football player, and Charlie. Charlie and I talked. He likes the name the derailer. So I said, we're going to go. We're good there. I mean, that's what he needs to do. Knock the train off the tracks.
Triton has dominated this game ever since Pioneer's opening touchdown on both sides of the ball.
And Overmeyer will have enough for a Triton first down on 3rd down. Oh, they're going to mark him shy.
That's what I say. He got a little bit, had enough of a slant that just didn't quite get there.
So 4th down.
Well, the refs beat me to the announcer, Jinx. I was about to say that makes it 3 conversions now. But 4th and...
That would have been 4th conversion if they did. Oh. But right here, I think Whitaker's going to go for it.
4th and inches, you got that. 4th and inches, you got that ball right there right next to the first down, and the QB draw has been working all night. I don't see any other play Triton's running right now. I mean, you can see Pioneer's front 7 stacking the box.
4th and 1, and Shive trying to go, and Shively's second effort got him.
Amazing second effort right there for Shively. Got stuck right away. Looked like he wasn't going to get the first down. Fought harder and moved them chains. Watch right here. That interior D lineman just gets him, stands him up, but just Shively not willing to go down and stretches out for the first down.
As Triton's second, they are 2 for 2 on 4th down here tonight.
Hands on hips on the Panthers defense.
Like I said, for Triton, you come out with 12 minutes, right? That's what per quarter. You just rattled off 5 minutes here on this drive.
And you still driving, got a first down.
Shively goes back to throw. He's going to take it, and he's going to go up the middle. Dante Workman gets knocked down, but Shively's going to violently run for a opening first down carry.
Shively again had May up the seam wide open for a touchdown, but looked like it was a design QB draw right there because all receivers went up and got about 6-yard gain right there.
Yep.
If you're Triton too, you just want to take your time. Don't rush to get the play off. Take your time. I mean, look, they're still in the huddle, 15 seconds left. Take your time. If you're Shively, you don't have to hurry with that snap count.
2nd down and 4. Triton knocking on the door here. Two wide receivers split to either side for Shively. Overmeyer on his left hip. Shively takes the snap. He's going to follow his blockers. Oh, Shively spinning his way. The Shively swing for a Triton touchdown from 10 yards away.
Man, it was just every play that was ran was up the middle if it wasn't a pass. And just Shively right there got it. Looked like he's about to go down. Amazing spin move. Looking like Von Miller on the D-line out there and gets into the touchdown. PAT right after.
Triton had a 2-point conversion earlier in the game. Ball's down, holds good, and Shively drives it. And it's good. And Triton now will lead 20-8 after taking almost 6 minutes, using half of the clock here in this third quarter on that drive there.
They essentially just took up a quarter of the half right there with one drive. And when you do that, you have to get points on the board, and that's exactly what happened right there.
And like I said, but the big thing, yes, the drive was great, but what you saw there, if you're Triton, you're going to see things. I mean, especially when you get ready to play at North Judson next week. When you get ready to face them, you'll see Pioneer, or you possibly could see them during sectional play. These tough teams, when things get further in the season, the cold weather hits, rough weather, how do you sustain a drive? Right there, that was textbook. They got the first down. They continued to move the ball. They didn't panic. Didn't do more than they needed to, but they continued to move the ball. That's the kind of things, if you're Coach Whitaker and this coaching staff, our guys can sustain a drive. Now you got to continue to do that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's nothing to be mad about that drive right there for if you're the Triton coaches. I mean, that's exactly what you wanted to happen coming out of the gate, coming out of the half.
And Dante Workman now to kick. He's got a leg. Caden Hill back deep to return. But if you're Pioneer now, okay, you're down a couple scores. For you guys, I mean, you have that home run threat ability, but right now you got to play some really good off this drive here. You've got to try to find a way to get some points on this drive if you're Pioneer.
Yeah, I mean, you're just down 12 right now. It's not a 3-possession, 4-possession game. It's just a 2-possession game, and with 18 minutes left in the game,
ooh,
good catch.
Ryan gets it, and he'll try to bounce it inside. Caught the line drive kick, and the torpedo Colton Reynolds brings him down.
Good heads-up play right there by the special teams of Pioneer. Got a couple yards out of it, but good tackle right there by Colton. And also, if you're Pioneer, you don't need a touchdown on the first play. You can mimic exactly what Triton just did, and you're still in this ball game.
Pioneer had 6 first downs in that first half. This is a team that can possess the ball. They do a lot of things very creatively on this offense. They can do a lot of nice things out of it. How do you answer here? Trust your offense, play discipline. That's what you do here. Zeller's going to get it. He'll bounce up the left side, but here comes the Cyclone. Eastside Limner leading the charge and brings him down. Shively, and they're also on the tackle with Alex Brown and Overmeyer.
Look at how much energy this Triton defense has. After every tackle, they're getting up and they're celebrating. I mean, that was just a first down tackle, no gain, and you saw Shively how amped he was after that.
And how these guys are pursuing on their tackles. They're getting there as a team. You're not letting one guy lead the tackle. The whole team is backing you up. You want to see that from your brothers out there on the field with you. Hill goes under center now, 2nd down and 9. 1-yard gain on the carry. Zeller in motion, but he's going to go up to Van Meter right up the gut, and he continues to roll forward. Almost, he's going to be close to first down. He'll be just shy as 3rd down comes up.
He was driving them legs to the first down, and Shively smartly twisted him away from the first down, and now it's 3rd and 2 for the Panthers offense.
This will be their 8th 3rd down conversion attempt. Got 2 of 7 in that first half.
On the Trojans 49.
And if you're Pioneer, this is a team, 4-down territory.
Just about to say that. You're in no man's land. Whatever happens here, you're going for it.
Van Meter, it's going to be close, and he's got enough for a Pioneer first down.
Don't even need to worry about the 4th down play. Both these teams just running it up the middle consistently, and both teams finding success with it. Pioneers getting 3 to 4 yards every pop every time they go up the middle, and you saw Triton's last drive. Every run was right up the middle.
Noah Van Meter with the carry.
So Hill now goes out first down and 10 from the Triton 46 with 4.5 to go here in the third. Hill now under center. Ryan split out to the left side. Going to send Nickel in motion. Here comes the free run, but the screen play is going to find Zeller, and a big hit from Shively on Zeller. And I believe that'll be another Pioneer first down. And it is.
Good job by Hill to get that ball out. I know he probably didn't see the Triton defender coming behind him free, but got that ball out. An amazing fight for the first down right there. And Shively coming down with the hit stick.
You know, and Shively very good in that defensive backfield. A guy who likes, as far as the violent nature of tackling, he pursues it. And he's a good coverage. He's not a guy that's going to make a silly play, but he's going to go out there and he's going to play hard in that safety spot, and he wants to go up and make that play.
I mean, you watch him play basketball. He plays physical in that too.
Hill's going to roll to his left, has a man in the flat's going to throw up, and there's Guffey by himself. Touchdown, Pioneer, from 35 yards away.
That's all you needed right there for your Pioneer. Just one play. You saw they kept running it. Had a little pass to the outside, expecting another run on first down, and just he came out and wide open across the, looked like he's going to the corner of the end zone, and just a beautiful ball right there by Hill, and no one back there to get him. An easy touchdown for Panthers right there. Setting up to go for 2. I think if I'm Pioneer right here, we're getting 3 to 4 yards a pop every time we're going up the middle. I'd run it up the middle right here.
Pioneer gets set. Hill going to throw it again, and he gets the touch, and the 2-point conversion is good for Zeller, and that puts it back to a 4-point ball game.
That's exactly what you needed right there for Pioneer. Triton came out, took 6 minutes off the clock, got in the touchdown, and Pioneer didn't flinch. They came back and said, we're going to do the same thing.
About a little over 2 minutes on that drive for Pioneer. Had 2 first downs, and then Guffey and Hill connect for a 35-yard touchdown. And then you just saw there as Zeller converted the 2-point conversion, draws them within 4. And like I said, Pioneer, this is a group. They're not going to panic. Triton, just because you went down and moved the ball and you used a lot of clock, this team is a team capable of that home run play. Guffey was by himself. There was nobody back there in coverage on him.
Yeah. The first rule as a defensive back is let nothing behind you. Keep everything in front of you. And he snuck behind the defensive backs. Hill finally saw the open man down the field, hit him, and now it's 16-20.
And after this Triton front line, you need to be ready, because it wouldn't surprise me if Pioneer comes out with an onside kick attempt.
Wouldn't surprise me either.
Oh, and Orion's got us up there.
Yep, it's like I say, we're clear up on top.
He wants us to wave. There it is.
Clear up on top.
There's a wave.
Good view up here.
Oh, it's good. Orion gets the view of the cannon down there.
Yeah, you can smell the smoke of it coming over here.
Oh, Orion got to feel it. It's right next to him.
I mean, he's used to it. He sits over there at Triton, too, right next to the cannon.
Well, the fireworks are back here. Although it may not rain tomorrow night, there's touchdowns. They won't need to keep the powder dry.
Yeah, we might actually get to hear it.
Who does IU play again tomorrow?
Akron, the Zips. Hill, like I said, onside kick. Be ready for it, and that's exactly what they did. 45-yard line is where the Triton Trojans will set up as Brookins fell on it.
Good job right there by Renthrow to cover up his play right there as he got on top of the ball.
I told you. Don't be surprised. I mean, Pioneer, go out there and see if Triton can catch Triton napping on that front line. I like that play from Adam Berry, but nice job by Triton's hands team of the group in the front line to fall on it, see the ball, fall on top of it, don't panic until that ball comes towards you.
Yeah,
I guarantee that's what they were told on the sideline as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Whitaker always, or whoever, I can't remember who the special teams coach is, I'm sorry, but they always tell the front line, be ready, because you never know, and they stayed ready right there. But it's a risk reward. Now Triton's got the ball at the 45.
Shively's going to try to go through the middle of the Shively spin move, and he gets himself up for close to a first down. 8 yards on the carry.
Just still running it up the middle with Shively. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Triton's just going to keep doing that. They're getting about 8 to 10 yards a pop on that play.
As Triton's 15th first down, 4 here in this second half.
Second down and 2 for the
Oh, I'm sorry, not yet. If they get this one, they'll be their 14th, 15th. Broken play. Shively's looking down the middle. He's going to wait. He's just going to take off and go himself, and Shively's got the first down and more. Shively takes off, bouncing it in and out. Shively, first down for Triton.
About shook Hill out of his boots and then just stiff-armed him right to the ground. I mean, if Shively was just a little bit more patient, he had workmen behind the 2 defensive backs right there, but took it himself, got into open field, and got about a, 20-yard gain right there. Stiff-arm Hill right there, and just good pursuit by Panthers right there to track him down from behind.
That is Triton's. Now it's their 15th first down of the ball game, 4th here in this second half.
Triton's offense just doing exactly what they did last week, just going off of that, just controlling the game.
First down and 10 now from the Pioneer 25 for Shively out of the shotgun. Low snap goes between his legs. Shively's going to just fall on it, and a big loss for Triton there.
I think when that Pioneer inside lineman just dropped back, it kind of startled the center and just couldn't get a good snap on that play right there.
Of course, Caden running the sideline camera. Well, you're on the side, so it's sideline. You're on the sideline. Ryan's in the end zone. This is a sideline. The main camera. Good grief. Usually runs our sideline camera for volleyball and basketball. He's got the scary job because I don't want to go down there for volleyball. Shively, second down and long. Here comes the Pioneer defense and doesn't let Shively go anywhere.
Pioneer finally knew it was coming and just looked like they sent everyone. As soon as that ball was snapped, them linebackers were coming.
Brady Price leading the charge with the tackle there.
Number 54, Martinez of the Panthers with the tackle.
Okay. About 3rd and 18 from the 35-yard line. Need to get to the 18, 17.
Well, if you're trying your big thing you want to try to do, you want to try to get inside that 30. Shively can hit from 40 yards away, but if you want to get even a chance to get points on the board here, you want to get inside that 30-yard line.
Yeah, and you want to get it to where he wants it, whether he wants it on the left side, middle, or the right side. Looks like he wants it on the right side, or he just wants the first down.
He's going to take off and go, and Shively gets quite a few yards. It'll be not enough for a third down conversion. 4th down coming up.
Looks like they weren't settling. They were trying to get that first down, but it looks like field goal units coming out, and Triton's going to try and get 3 to go up 7.
Be about a 38-yard field goal here for Shively. Riffle to hold, Brookins to snap. Snaps down, hold is good for Riffle. Shively drives it, and he might have pushed it, and it went off the score clock. It's no good.
Don't think you'll ever see that again for a while.
I think we got it. I think he got just where it hit.
Just goes up, hooked it right, hit the top of the scoreboard. Big stop right there for Pioneer. I mean, Triton's penalty didn't help him out. Or no, the bad snap didn't help him out. But good stand right there by Pioneer's defense. You know, they never gave up, and Pioneer's got an opportunity to go down and score the ball right now.
45 seconds. They got all the time in the world as they got a whole other quarter to play with here on their home field.
Isn't it where the kicker kicked the balls where they should get it? Or is that just college?
No, that's right. No, they get it from the line of scrimmage. So now from their own 21, nickel in motion. Hill to throw. He's looking down the field. He's got a Guffey.
Got to turn around.
Shively's going to make a play. Makes a play on the ball, and Guffey drops it.
No dirty laundry on the field. Good coverage by Shively right there.
But what Shively did right there, yes, you didn't quite get the play, but he turned his head to the ball, and he got his hand back, but he turned to make a play on the ball. That was a good job by Shively to turn his head and get his hand out. Yeah, Guffey was there. There was some contact, but the fact he turned now, if Shively didn't turn his head, it's pass interference all day long.
1,000%. I mean, again, good coverage right there by Shively. Got his head turned around at the right time, and just a little underthrown, but Hill was under duress and had to get it out. And he was open right there. Just Shively closed up the gap.
Now, if you're this Triton secondary, you got to be ready because now you know they're throwing it. And Hill's going to keep it, try the quarterback keeper, and he bounces his way through and gets a nice gain on 2nd down, 3rd down coming up.
Good tackle by Shively right there. Good read by Hill. If he gives it up the middle, we're talking about like a 2-yard gain, but Hill takes it and gets a 7-yard gain right there.
We have a Pioneer player down.
Ooh, I know that stance. It's 1 or 2 options.
And the 2 players will get a water break here real quick as the Pioneer player's all right. Number 75 down for them. as that will be the sophomore lineman, Liam Rauch. 6'2", 287 pounds.
Big boy right there. He's got the long hair to pull it off, too.
Like I said, hope he's all right. Never want to see a player shaken up. He's getting some looks from the athletic trainer. Hope he's all right. He'll get up under his own power, and he'll come off the field.
Looks like he just got hit in the zone you don't want to get hit in.
No, thank you. It's a great view, but I don't have enough lights up here to see my
I know, I've been
paper.
turning around getting the stadium lights on the paper. Or trying to, at least.
So 3rd down and 2 for Hill and his Panthers as they relay the play in.
I always feel bad for the quarterbacks who have to come to the sideline and back to the huddle each time for the play, because I bet that gets tiring.
Have to run a play. And Triton stops him.
I couldn't tell if Hill tried to keep it, but it looked like they fumbled the ball, but Pioneer got on top of it.
And that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Triton leads 20-16. We'll take a break. Be back here for the 4th quarter right after this.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Matt's 1-car, 2-bedroom apartment with a home office/home gym insurance. We're good at Nick's SUV and farmhouse with a remodeled kitchen/art gallery insurance.
And we're good at the Wilbur suburban home with the 2-car garage/rehearsal space insurance.
Have you seen my hockey socks?
Have you checked your sock drawer?
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're not just good at insurance. We're good at Emma and Jake's just baby-proof their 2-bedroom bungalow to prepare for baby number 1 insurance.
We're good at Madeline and Chance's just gave in and became minivan people to make room for baby number 2 insurance.
And we're good at Gabby and Nate's just moved to a house with a bigger backyard to welcome fur baby number 3 insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
All right, welcome back, everyone, here to Pioneer High School as Pioneer starts the ball 4th down and 2. And they're going to go for it here. We'll see how this Triton defense can see if they can hold their water here. Zeller goes in motion. Hill's going to roll left. He's got nickel, but he's going to throw it up high to Guffey again, and Guffey gets behind the defense. Shivers at the right. That's the ball. I thought it came free. But again, the Pioneer Panthers moving the ball through the air.
Yep. Got behind the secondary again. I mean, look, the safeties are Cole and other safeties 5 yards off the ball. I mean, that's a pass play every time. It's going to get open. Just Shively with the chase down speed and got some. You can see Shively tries to poke that ball out, but good recognition by Panther right there to cover it up.
They are 2 of 3 on 4th down. Shively made a touchdown saving tackle, but Triton's going to have to really hone it in here on this passing game.
If I'm Shively, I'm always checking the side I'm on tight end to see if he's releasing or not from here on out. With the last 2 plays Pioneer has ran with that.
Van Meter with a strong run up the middle, and Pioneer with the momentum here to start the 4th quarter.
Triton's got to calm down, take a breather, play the game they've been playing all game, and don't start getting on your heels. Because when you start getting on your heels, that's when Pioneer can get you. Brady Shoe subs in.
He's silent in the nose tackle position. Going to go right back to Van Meter with a violent run by him and a 1st down for Pioneer.
Good run right there. Got the 1st down, keep the chains moving.
10th 1st down for the Pioneer Panthers. 2nd one on here on this drive. 1 on the ground and 1 through the air.
Looks like, oh, Guffey just threw up. Staying in the game. Doesn't.
Guffey now will go to that tight end spot.
If I'm Shiloh right there, I'm watching Guffey for that crosser again. Same play.
Right up the middle. Van Meter in a few yards on the carry.
Yeah, Guffey's slow to get up after this play.
He's all right.
Hope so, too. He's been playing a heck of a game.
Had 2 very big catches, one for a touchdown, and you got a drone over there, Kenny.
Yep, just have to look up. We got a green flashy light up there.
Yeah, it was over here during the first quarter. I was like, what are you videoing? The stands? The back of the stands?
They're catching the field. We had one last week at Culver, too.
Yep. It was parked up there for quite a while.
I remember my sophomore year sectional regular season game at North Judson when they had the drone right over the field, and everyone across the whole field could hear it.
Yeah, they can be like a pretty good bumblebee.
I remember the announcer was like, who's ever manning the drone, can you please turn it off?
But then again, we haven't found really, we find there is really no rule for it, I don't think.
In regular season.
In regular season. Now, postseason is where the IHSA really kind of clamps down on it, but regular season, and I like what they got. They got it kind of high up there. You don't really have much.
You won't. You got to look up to see it.
You got to look up to see it. It's not like hovering down like above the field goal post or anything. But yet, hey, you know what? Hey, the technology's there. I mean, they're using it at college football games, as we know from our source down in Bloomington.
And, we have that technology. We just haven't implemented it because it's another person to.
I'm not running it.
Oh, it's actually, those are easy. Not like the one that you had.
No, that thing, I'll tell you what, I gave up. Pioneer with momentum here on this drive, knocking on the door in Triton territory. Van Meter breaks free for a Pioneer first down.
And Van Meter, when he gets the ball, he runs hard and fast. You're not going to arm tackle that guy.
And for Pioneer, missing one of your star backs and Toloza out there tonight. Micah Rand's also not on the field tonight for them. This group here continuing to play hard with their 11th first down here of the evening, driving deep in Triton territory. Who's going to be that Triton player on defense that's going to step up and stop this drive? But Pioneer knocking on the door, a chance to retake the lead here on this drive.
Yeah, I mean, Pioneer's looking like the way Triton was in the first half. Long drive, running the ball, but they're
Reynolds.
But they're getting first downs, and good defensive stance right there by Colton Reynolds.
Textbook bring down, put his chest right where he needed to do, wrapped him up, and held on tight until everybody got there. But yet he kind of brought him down by himself. And Colton Reynolds is the guy that went up against Dylan Neese in that LaVille game, who outweighs him by at least, 50, 60 pounds. Yeah. And he held on tight and brought him down.
Hey, them more little middle backers they're kind of hard to block because they can just get lower quicker and just get right around you.
Zeller in motion, held ball on the floor, and Triton takes it over. It's a fumble, and Triton takes it over.
Big turnover right
there. The torpedo comes away with it.
I'm not sure if because everybody was storming, so.
Looks like the same play they were running, just looked like he was going to take it, couldn't get the ball, and Reynolds gets on top of it. Good, amazing heads-up play right there by Reynolds to get on top of that ball and force a turnover in the red zone.
That is Pioneer's second turnover. They had a turnover on downs in the first half.
That's got to spark some life into Triton. You know, ever since he scored that opening touchdown the first half, it's been all Pioneer since, and that has to spark a little something into Triton. Go down, score a touchdown right here, and that'll almost put the game away if you have another long drive again.
Had to be sustained. Outside linebacker split out way wide. Overmeyer's going to try to go outside, and that's what I thought, too. It was a good contain there as they had.
Never try to bounce it outside. You always, if you find the littlest hole, try to exploit it. But amazing defensive play right there by Pioneer. Didn't let him get outside and made a good tackle for loss right there.
Like I said, I kind of saw him split out there that far side, so keep an eye there, and he was waiting patiently as Jaden Overmeyer came there, and that's a loss of 2 on the play for Triton.
Triton kind of getting away from what's been working for him. Looks like they're going back into the shotgun, which has been working for them all night. See if they run it up the middle.
Nope. Fumble by Shively, and he'll have to fall on it. Third down and coming up here.
He got lucky that Pioneer D lineman was on the ground and couldn't get up in time to get the ball, but just a lot of miscues and errors by Triton, just little things adding up. Two drives in a row with a botched snap or missed snap, and you just got to clean up these little things and hope for the best.
Guffey now in the game.
About 3rd and 14. Let's see what the coach drew up for this play for the Triton.
Inside 8 minutes to go in the ball game. 3rd down and 14. Shive is going to try to take off and run and get some of those yards back. He'll go with Pioneer brings down, may have gotten 4, so he got back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down coming up. Now right here for your Triton. that snap has got to be perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Shively can bail you out, but he is going to need time to get that ball away because Pioneer's going to come bearing down. If I'm Pioneer, I'm going all out for this block right here.
There's been 2 safeties from overhead snaps on punts this year from Triton, right?
Yep.
I mean, if you're this long snapper, you just take a breath, relax, do what you normally do, and give a good ball.
Good snap to Shively. Almost gets that one blocked. Goes to Hill. He'll take it. Roll back to the 50. Start about the own 49 or Triton 49. Hill's got the corner. Hill down the sideline, and he has a nice carry into Triton territory where the Panthers will take off now. 7:12 to go, and they got the ball deep into Triton territory.
Yeah, it was a line drive punt by Shively. Hill got it right away. Kind of went to the middle and bounced it outside, and as a gunner right there, good play by Hill. Good return, setting up your team for good field position to go down and take the lead for this game. But if you're Triton's gunners right there, you can't let them get outside. You got to force them back inside.
So now they'll start from the Triton 28-yard line. This is the eighth Pioneer drive of the ball game. Great starting field position.
On the Triton 38, 28?
28. Hill going to roll left. Guffey covered.
Oh.
Hill hit as he threw, and the ball falls free.
Yeah, they had Guffey double team right there with, I can't tell. Is that Hensley?
That was Hensley down running with Shiley, so did a good job covering it.
Yeah, Hensley and Shiley double teaming right there.
Javen May had a free lane.
And that ball got in the air, and I couldn't see who almost ran and got it.
That was Tucker Worsham.
Yeah, you know Tucker wanted that one.
And he's got good hands. Don't let it fool you. Tucker Worsham, he don't throw anything his way because he's going to get a hold of it.
Linemen may never get the ball or a chance to catch the ball, but they got some good hands.
2nd down and 10. Van Meter in the backfield. That's and a flag on the play.
False start.
False start on a legal procedure on the Panthers. That'll be their first penalty here the second half, 3rd on the night.
Not what you want on this drive right here with 7 minutes left, down 4. Makes it 2nd and 15 now.
Had good momentum going. Yep.
Just had defensive end get in, one play first down, get over it, and then go to the 2nd down and just makes it 2nd and 15.
Colton Reynolds trying to fire up his defense. Got to keep up. Got to keep on your heels. Can't get back on your heels here. Stay up on your toes.
Yep. But if you're Pioneer, don't think about that. Just keep doing what you're doing because your offense is working right now.
Hill sends a man in motion, goes right back to Van Meter, and there's Tucker Worsham, Brady Shue initially with the contact.
Man, this front 7 for both teams is just playing outstanding right now.
And Renforth brings him down. 3rd down coming up.
Both defenses came to play in the second half. One touchdown so far from both teams? 3rd and 4.
Yes.
3rd and 15, 3rd and 14. You need a big play right here if you're Pioneer. You don't need it all because it's 4th down territory, but at least you need at least 7 to 8 right now if you want to attempt the 4th down.
Joe goes back to throw. Here comes the pressure, and Hill gets brought down. Fumble on the play. Triton falls on it. Renforth has got it.
That ball was out. Hill was not down. Renfro with the heads-up play right there. But look at this pressure right here. Overmeyer comes in almost untouched. Javen May, same thing, and Javen just strips that ball out. And Renthroff and Worsham Shue were right there to get the ball. Big turnover for Triton right now.
The biggest thing here is 2 Trojan players smacked each other, about knocked them off, and even getting that sack.
Renforth in the game now on offense.
Reynolds.
And so is Colton Reynolds.
Reynolds bringing in the play. Where's he going to line up at? Oh, he's a wing back?
Kind of that wing back position.
Wonder where they got planned for him.
2 tight end set.
Ooh, almost had a false
Goes to
start.
Overmeyer. Overmeyer trying to rumble forward, and Overmeyer gets a nice carry on 1st down.
Worsham just hit Overmeyer and stopped him from getting the 1st down right there. But good run by Overmeyer right there. And if you paid attention, Reynolds almost got a false start right there. He's got to be more careful with that leaning forward before the snap. Yeah, if you're trying right here, you want to take that play clock all the way down to 1 before you snap the ball. You need to take as much time, get out of this game as soon as you can with it being this close.
2nd down and 2 from their own 47. Ryan going to switch to that far side over there. Going to go right back to Overmeyer. Overmeyer trying to find his way, and he'll have a Triton 1st down.
He's down at the 50. 1st down, move the chains. It's what you want right now if you're trying. You just need a new set of downs every 2 to 3 plays.
Triton 16 first down, or excuse me, 16 first downs, 5 here.
Looks like
second half.
Looks like they're just going to keep doing the same thing because Reynolds keeps coming in with the play.
Jaden Overmeyer of the Trojans for a first down.
First down and 10 now at midfield.
I wouldn't be surprised if they keep running this and then eventually keep it with Shively. Yep, he's taking this play clock all the way down.
Telling his offensive line to stay put.
Yep, 5 seconds.
Good snap. Shively now going to try to work his way through. Shively trying to weave his way, and he'll get up to the Pioneer 45-yard line.
One thing I like about both these backs and quarterbacks running the ball in this game is they can shimmy their way in the middle and not only on the outside. Like Shively right there was in the middle, juked out someone in the middle. I mean, that's hard to do with so many people right there.
I like this different look offense with Coach Whitaker throwing some different guys out there.
I mean, you got the power to the right. They're just line up in this formation every play.
Second down and 5. Where's Shively?
Yep, pretty much running it down to that.
Goes to Overmeyer. Overmeyer breaks free. Overmeyer trying to get to the side, and he'll go out of bounds.
Ooh, you don't want to go out of bounds right there. Nope. Stops the clock. All good. I mean, knowing stuff like that comes with experience, and so you just got to know, like, you can't be afraid to take that hit, and you can't go out of bounds right there. Got to keep that clock moving.
And the sad part is 9 times out of 10, you are wanting to get to that sideline to get that clock stopped for your advantage, but this time it didn't.
You just got to know what kind of situation football you're in. And shoot, right before you go out of bounds, just drop down to the floor. Keep that clock ticking.
First down and 10 now from the Pioneer 26 for Shively. Offense gets set. 3 seconds on the play clock. Shively now going to go again. Shively gets slipped up.
Looks like he kind of just hit his tackle's left foot right there and just fell down. But hey, gets the clock rolling again. It's good for Triton. Pioneer needs a big stop or a turnover right now because they're in Shively's field goal range.
1 yard on the play. Second down.
I love that new scoreboard. I love it.
It's the new Fox one, isn't it?
Big Ten.
Similar.
Similar.
Not quite the same, but similar.
I heard down south he doesn't like it because it's angled. But then I showed him a different picture, but he's still tough.
9 versus 13 matchup too.
Yeah, exactly, and a flag.
What we got?
An illegal procedure on the Trojans. Their first penalty here the second half.
Stops the clock. Right?
Yes.
Yep. Defensive penalties keep the clock going. Offense stops the clock.
5th of the game. First here the second half. Both teams have won here in the second half. Actually, no. It's going to run.
Oh.
Yep.
3.5 to go. The offense takes their time.
It's just so hard to keep track of the different rules from all 3 levels, high school, college, and NFL, because they're all different.
Pioneer showing blitz up the middle. Goes to Overmeyer, going to bounce it outside. Overmeyer's got the corner. Overmeyer cuts back in and goes out of bounds.
Overmeyer's got to cut that inside. I mean, he got the hole on the outside, got about 8-10 on that play, but you got out of bounds and the clock stops. That's happened twice right now. If he didn't, this clock would be at around 2:15 left in the game. How many timeouts does Pioneer have left?
I don't think anybody's used a timeout here in this.
Second.
Well, might have been one.
Yeah, I think there was one. I couldn't remember who.
Well, they had one for it was not.
No, it was an official timeout. So
right.
both teams were 3 timeouts apiece.
When do you start calling timeouts if you're Pioneer?
Try and get a first down here.
Big 3rd down conversion, but Pioneer needs a big stop right here.
Pioneer showing blitz again. Shivy's going to try to keep it. Shivy's going to go forward, and it's going to be close.
Yeah, it depends where the ref marks the ball. See where they mark
this
it.
Near side ref's got him short about half a yard.
Yep, he's calling 4th down.
So 4th down now.
Ooh, 4th and inches.
They have been pretty good on that sneak.
If I'm Coach Barry, I might call my first timeout right here.
Trying 3 of 9 on their 3rd down conversions following that last one.
Looks like Whitaker might just take this all the way down and call a timeout because he's not sending Reynolds out with a play.
Yep, they're just looking to the side. Yep.
And getting to know Coach Whitaker these last 2 years, and this year talking to him as a head coach, and him and I have a lot of conversations. I love the creativity and his passion for the game. He's the kind of guy. I mean, I'm in my mid-30s, but I'll tell you what, if I was back in high school, that's a guy I'd want to play football for.
It was so awesome having him as a coach, and when I was in school, I had him as my homeroom, so the first 10 or 15 minutes I'd go to his class, and Monday morning we're already talking about the film for like the whole 10 minutes. We go back, and after school we talk, and it was just so nice to pick his brain about football.
I love talking football with Coach Whitaker.
And I found out like we think the same stuff, because every time I'd go in Monday morning, I'm like, I saw this. He's like, saw the same thing. I'm like, well, do you ever see something I don't see? Or do I ever see something you don't see? He's like, nope. I was like, all right. But smart call right there by Whitaker. Get it down all the way and call the timeout.
The pep band doing a great job down here to my right here tonight.
Yeah.
Very fired up and playing some nice music here tonight.
I don't think Caden can get his camera over there. We got some, they had the mini cheerleaders.
The mini cheer.
So just down in front, right in front of us, they're standing up and cheering.
Pioneer fans getting into it. Looking like a coach from the Eagles playbook. I mean, a play from the Eagles playbook right here.
Everybody stacking the line. Who wants it more? Shot trying to push, but a flag on the play.
False start on Triton. You do not.
Got the
left guard right there. Brady Shoe just goes off a little too early. You see right there, just a little jump.
And the officials were watching tight. So 4th down and a little bit longer. 2:21 to go in the ball game.
I don't know if I'd go for it or kick the field goal right here. I really don't. But that's Whitaker's play call. That's why he's the head coach.
Another timeout for the Trojans.
They'll have one timeout remaining. Pioneer has not used a timeout here in the second half.
If they're calling a timeout right here, I can only presume they're going for it. I don't see anyone getting the kick and block.
A little been a fun game. Oh, there you go. Orion's got him. There they go. There's the pep band.
Yep, we got it there. Yep, and
fired up, man. I'll tell you what.
And then to their right, there's the mini cheer out there. So
and they're fired up. The students leading the pep band down there, and they fired up. And Friday nights in those pep bands, I'll tell you. I mean, going to Warsaw and Orion zooming in on us again. I've already waved once tonight. I don't like being on camera.
I mean, small town Friday nights is just a little something different.
Yeah, I mean, and going to Warsaw, I mean, you had all that bigger group. You had you had all that, but I mean, these small towns and Friday nights and basketball games, it's a different feel. It's pretty cool to be part of.
Everyone will always say Indiana's a basketball state, but
there's some fire. I don't know.
They get rowdy for football too.
So here you go, 4th down and 6 from the 22. Shively out of the shotgun. Shively going to try to cut back upfield. He's going to try to battle for it, and I don't know.
Like
did he get it?
Yep. He's right at that marker. Yep. That ref's right at that marker on the far
And they give it to
line.
him. 4th down conversion is good for Triton. They are 3. I'm sorry, they are. Sorry, I don't know.
Timeout, Coach Barry. Pioneer.
I might have marked it. They are 3 for 3 on 4th down. I got a little overzealous here.
So you got overzealous and
I was like, wait a minute. They got the other ones. Yes, I marked it just before.
You guys see a couple weeks ago, might have been last week, IMG came up to Ben Davis.
Yes, I did see that.
Ben Davis.
So a timeout for Pioneer.
They didn't play too bad against that, but.
Yeah, that IMG, that's a different. I'll tell you what, you get to them high school super teams and
the academies.
Although there was a really cool documentary, I don't know if I've heard him talking about it on my Broncos radio. I listen to him talk about it quite a bit. They did a documentary on the school that didn't exist.
Bishop Sycamore
did not exist as a school, and they were still going to all these games. They went and played IMG.
That was the final game.
That was their final game, but it was on ESPN and everything, and the school didn't exist.
Huh.
Like they didn't exist at all, but yet they still had a game, and they had kids going to school. They had 3 games. They had kids. They didn't have, I don't know if they had classes or what they had, but it was pretty wild to see.
And if I remember correctly from what I heard from someone, I heard they had like a lot of people in their mid-20s on that team too.
I did hear that. Shively now under center, 1st and 10 now from the Pioneers 16. Shively goes to Overmeyer, and he's met in the backfield. What a hit.
Yeah, I mean, Pioneer knowing they're going to run, just send everyone.
Fletcher
And
Smith gets back there, and Pioneer has 2 timeouts remaining.
they just called their second one right now.
Yep.
So back-to-back timeouts. Adam Berry.
One timeout left for Pioneer.
1 timeout for Triton. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining.
2:13 left in here.
What do you mean he doesn't like the score? Just because they're off to the side?
Because they're not straight. They're angled. But I like angled like that.
It builds it up. And now if you just put a little TTSN right there, it builds like a little pyramid. I mean, the triangle is the strongest shape in the world. Just saying, it's there.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah.
But anyways, like we said, we pointed earlier, Triton will be to both these teams have a tough game next week. You know, Pioneer's going to host that Knox team. I mean, I haven't looked at social media to see what that scores between them and LaVille up north. But like we pointed earlier, Triton will be hosting North Judson for senior night. We'll have that.
Yep.
That is a 7:30 start, but it's tuned in earlier as we'll have senior night.
Have all the seniors there, quite a few. And then, of course, finishing out the season at Knox and at Winnemac.
And I bet you they're not in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left, though.
I'm going to bet they're not either.
I'd be surprised if they're at halftime. How fast this game is going.
2nd down and 12 after the loss on the carry. Pioneer stacking the box. Rightly so, as Overmeyer is free, and he trips down and falls down on the ground.
I mean, that's almost better because you get in the end zone, then you get
cramps up.
Yep.
You give Pioneer a chance to go down, score, and get another onside or get an onside. But yeah, Overmeyer just massive cramp right there.
And that's probably why he went more down than anything, because he was just kind of stay ahead of his.
Yeah, just a cramp.
Yep.
Trying to get that stretched out.
I mean, the way he's been running and playing today.
He's had a hard day.
I can see why he's cramping.
And a 3rd down coming up. Like I said, hope Jaden's all right. Both teams will go get a quick water break. It's not overly hot, but when you have 2 teams that are so strong, and it's hotter down there for those guys than it is for us.
They're in all that gear.
They're in all that gear, but yet you're working hard, and it's hard to stay hydrated, especially when you're playing Ironman football. It's hard to
get a little sip here, a little sip there.
Because you get done over here, you're back going in here kicking this way. You're done playing offense. Guess what? You're right on defense. There's no offensive unit, defensive unit. I mean, very rare do you have those units in 1A, but yet you still see guys that are playing that Ironman football. That's one thing I love about small schools and playing football is you have those guys that play both ways. And now, if you've noticed, the pros and the college teams are now starting to get in this Ironman football.
Travis Hunter.
On Micah Parsons.
So what's he playing on offense?
Tight end. He's getting snaps at tight end. So, I mean, I love this Ironman football.
So Jaden gets up pretty well, walks it off to the sideline.
He's a tough dude. 3rd down and 3 for Shively and the Trojans.
Workman in the backfield.
Oh, trying to get that Pioneer, and they will. Triton will get a 1st down here on this penalty.
Now all they need to do is go into victory formation. Maybe run. Victory formation. Because Pioneer's out of timeouts, and they just got the 1st down.
And Triton now 1st and goal to go.
Yeah, a minute 57.
Maybe not get it all the way down.
Nope, you're not going to quite get there.
18 1st downs on the night for Triton after that last one.
I can only assume it's going to be their last one.
But right now, it's trying to trot their way up to the goal-to-go situation on the Pioneer 9.
Yeah, they're going to try and get an insurance touchdown right now.
The official making sure everybody's up off the line. Final instruction between these 2 teams are having a quick instruction. Encroachment on the defense. 1st down, Triton is the call. Here we go. 1st down and goal to go for the Trojans.
Yep. Just going to wait.
Yep.
Stand there and wait.
Both teams are going to take a break.
Stand up.
Well, if you're Pioneer, don't sit there and turn around because, I mean, you get a quick snap. Be focused and ready to go.
Yeah, 20 seconds now on the play clock.
Yeah, if you're Pioneer's defense, you got to stay ready because Shively could just go in there real quick and say hike, and in the end zone he is.
10 seconds now. Shively now going to get himself set. Both teams get ready for this one. Shively now. Shively going to try to push the pile.
Doesn't look like he got in.
Didn't quite get there.
It's close.
About 1 yard away. 8 yards on the push.
No, they were only down at the 5, 4.
Oh, they were down the 4. Okay, that's what I thought. They have second down and 9 back here.
Yeah, I gotta say that's what on the scoreboard was.
I think that's what it was.
They must have left it a goal to go.
Yeah.
So gain about 4 on the carry. Triton knock on the door. Inside a minute to go in the ball game.
I thought we were going to be in for a very high-scoring game the way the game started out. Touchdown, or touchdown, and then Triton came back and scored real quick.
1 second shy. They're going to try to push it in, and Triton has a touchdown with 33.6 to go.
Just pushed and pushed.
Shiley makes this PAT. It'll make it a 11-point game.
Thing is, notice how he turned to his left, held the ball behind, and just kind of pushed with his back just to get in there.
Riffle to hold.
Number 2 with the carry for a touchdown for the Trojans.
33.6 seconds to go. Ball's down, holds good, and Shiley drives that one and splits the uprights.
27-16
puts his team up
Good for the Trojans.
by 9.
There they go.
You know, Triton knocking on the door here. I was kind of looking through this stuff. You know, these teams have only played
They haven't played all
10
that.
times, and Triton has a chance to win 3 games in a row against a Pioneer on the Pioneer team. Now, like I said, this Pioneer program is really good. Yes, they're young. You know, this team is still a great team. This is a team you don't want to face. You saw this team move the ball extremely well. They're extremely well coached, but yet their fundamentals are there. You kind of look, they had the first quarter, it was a clean quarter, no penalties. You had a couple there in the second, one in the third, one in the fourth, but yet how this team plays discipline, their hand fighting, and their technique. I mean, those are the kind of things that's really special with this Pioneer program. Even going back to our first few years covering this group with the Jack Kaiser year and with those groups. I mean, you saw that high-octane offense, but yet these kids were watching those guys, and yet their fundamentals were still there.
Those were the years. If you scored on Pioneer, that was a win.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It was.
That was just those. They were so good.
And Triton was one of the few to do it in 2018.
And the thing is, we did it both years, my freshman and sophomore year. We were one of the only few teams, but with Pioneer, like, the Jack Kaiser era, I mean, it wasn't just Jack Kaiser. That whole team was just well-oriented and well-oiled. And
Zeller takes off, not giving up, drives his feet and goes over top of Riffle. And about 13 seconds come off the clock.
But if I remember correctly, Pioneer's first loss in the HNAC didn't come until my freshman year of college.
That is correct, and I believe that was to
Winnemac.
Winnemac.
When they had that senior
That's right,
team.
when they had that senior-heavy team.
That was like, 21 seniors on a team or something? I heard that.
Yeah, it was a few transfers on that team.
Yeah, I wasn't playing, so I don't know, but.
We didn't get to call that game. It was raining, and that was the COVID year.
No, that was after.
That was after? Okay. There's a reason we didn't go.
Yeah, because I didn't play LaVille my senior year.
Zeller tries to carry it, and he gets brought down from behind.
Yeah, we weren't able to play LaVille my senior year because they caught the vid.
Yep.
This clock will stop for the first down.
Then I'll just keep going. Pioneers got to hurry it. They don't, unless they just want the.
A timeout for Adam Berry. Uses his last timeout. This Pioneer team. You know, Triton, you came in here tonight, you sustained a drive. You got down early, but yet you found a way to get in front and hold that lead and continue with the ball. But Pioneer did some nice things. They found the night, hey, we can move the ball through the air, and they're capable, and I know they are. You know, in the film, you don't see them, I mean, like when I watched the Hammond Central game and the Casson game. They threw it a little bit, but not a ton. But tonight, Guffey gets freed up. You got guys getting open up. You mean, hopefully Tolosa can get back in the game from this. This is a tough Pioneer group, and a group that I think is a team you don't want to face in sectionals.
Yeah, I mean, if we end up drawing them for sectionals again, I wouldn't go in there thinking, oh, we beat them the first time, it's going to be a breeze. No, Pioneer's going to be more hungry than they are now.
It is harder to beat a team twice.
Mm-hmm.
And this Pioneer team, like I said, well coached, and these guys here, this is a very good Pioneer team. No doubt in my mind. Hill under center. 20 seconds to go. He's almost back to throw. He tries to leave it back to the middle of the field and not there. Incomplete as the ball falls to the ground. 16.7 to go.
Yeah, just trying to get anything you can at this point with 16 seconds left, down 11. I mean, you're just trying to do anything at this point, get in the end zone. I mean, both teams throughout the game just consistently shot themselves in the foot. It's just Pioneer just happened to shoot themselves in the foot at the wrong times, and Just did it a few too many times than Triton did tonight, with their last 2 drives ending in a turnover.
Goes to Van Meter, and he'll go up forward, and that's just going to about do it. As Triton's going to win here 27-16 to improve on the year to 4-2 and 3-1 in Hoosier North play. Pioneer will fall to 4-2 and 2-2 in Hoosier North play. Tonight, scoring the ball, we started off the game with Caden Hill 77 yards away as he scampered his way to the end zone. They got a 2-point conversion to make it 8-0. Then Triton goes down. Overmeyer got a nice carry for 23 yards away to answer back as a team. 8-6 as Triton was unable to convert the 2-point conversion. Then it was Shively with a nice ball thrown for a 42-yard touchdown to Javen May, which brought the lead to 13-8 after the PAT was good. And then you had the interception by Nickel there at the end of the second quarter. And then in the Triton comes out with a long drive, and Shively from 10 yards away scored that touchdown, made it 20-8 after the PAT was good. Then Caden Hill, 35-yard bomb to Guffey down the side, untouched, brought him within 4.
No one was within 10 yards on that one.
And then Shively and company drove all the way down the field with some nice plays to convert those first downs and ended up winning with that final score of 27-16 for Shively punched it in for his third touchdown, or his, well, I guess third score of the night after counting the pass. So we're going to hang it up here from the Panther Pit, and we are going to be back next week for North Judson. And with that being said, I'm Andy O'Hara. With me here tonight was Jeremiah the Fridge Farrell, Caden Hummich, Kenny Barnhart, and the Hall of Famer Ryan Limler. Until next time, remember the Trojan way.